Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Whole city getting hype now. Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cass here, and we are here to dive in to this man, Zach Cunningham. So, the Tennessee Titans recently last season claimed Zach Cunningham off waivers. So, with doing that, in my opinion, they got a very good run-stuffing defensive linebacker. So, if we dive into what he did, his last 3 years in Houston, he stacked up 3 consecutive 100 tackle seasons. And even his rookie year, he had 90 tackles. That's not bad for a rookie linebacker. So, when looking at that, even his most recent year, he had 93. And, yeah, he didn't play as many games as we would wanted him to play in Tennessee because we didn't pick him up until later on. Now, when looking at what he can be, is where you see a lot of growth for this guy. Now, I'm not sure if Tennessee picked up... I'm not sure how much longer he has on contract with Tennessee. I believe it might be 2 more years or maybe another year. I'm not exactly sure. But I do know that if I'm the Titans, I'm very happy with what he did in the span of 4 games. He put up 30 tackles damn near in 4 games. And not to mention how he did for y'all and not how he did for us in the playoffs. He put up 10 tackles in the playoffs. Now, with this Tennessee Titans linebacking core, the thing that Zach Cunningham offers is very different to what we typically would get from the other guys. See, Monty is a smaller guy. He's going to fit more of that Jayon Brown role. David Long's very similar, going to fit more of that Jayon Brown role. He's a smaller linebacker. Zach Cunningham's massive. What is he? Just to make sure, he's 6'3", almost 240. That is massive as a middle linebacker. And he's going to play much more in the box, tight knit, stopping the run. If I'm not wrong, he was actually named one of the top linebackers by PFF in the run game. So, when looking at this core that you have, you seem to be very happy. At least I am, as a Titans fan, very happy with this linebacking core. Especially with us having to revamp it like we did. With us having to revamp the team, getting rid of Rashaan Evans, getting rid of Jayon Brown, and the stuff that's happened on offense too, we really didn't have the amount of money to do what we wanted to do this season. But I'm happy that we've able to free up some money, and a lot of people haven't understood this. The A.J. Brown trade would have put 120... We're just going off the Eagles deal. Would have put $100 million against us. And the problem is with that is I personally think key defensive players like a Jeffrey Simmons would be more important for the team than A.J. Brown. That's me. I think key defensive players are better than key offensive players because you're much more likely to get a very good offensive player in the draft than a very good defensive player. And in my opinion, with us having to pay Jeffrey very soon, I understand the A.J. Brown trade a lot more than I did from start. But, speaking of that, with getting into that, we originally thought we were going to have to pay A.J. So with doing that, we couldn't re-sign guys like Rashaan, which I wouldn't have wanted to do anyway. We couldn't re-sign guys like Jayon, because Jayon was wanting a better deal after taking a 1-year, $6 million contract last year, which he could have got paid a lot more than that. So, we had to completely reconstruct what our inside linebacking core is. We have David Long Jr., who will have a video coming up very soon, we have Zach Cunningham. We drafted Monty Rice last year out of Georgia, which I loved that pick. I don't know what Chase Campbell can be. I know he was a 7th round pick, so we can't really dive too much into that. I liked his film that I've watched at Ole Miss. That's another thing, guys. If you would like to see me react to the guys we drafted's film and even undrafted free agents, drop that in the comments and I would get to that, because I'm very much wanting to look in at some highlights on Reggie Robertson, because I've been hearing a lot about him, and that might be a video I'm going to do very soon. Anyway, if you're a Titans fan, you have to be happy, in my opinion, with what we've done here at the inside linebacker core, with what we were given. Is it perfect? No. Do I think our inside linebacking core is going to be very good this year? Yes, I do. I think our linebacking core is one of the best in the league, period. We have to see how Bud does coming off a low-down season last year where he was coming off an ACL tear. Harold Landry put up his best season. Rashad Weaver finally gets to play after getting hurt last year. So I'm very excited to see how some of these guys play. But if you guys agree with what I've said on Zach Cunningham, leave a like. If you really like this video, hit the subscribe button, because I have more Tennessee Titans breakdowns coming in the future. If y'all guys have anybody on the roster that y'all would like to see a Tennessee Titans breakdown on, drop it in the comments and I will get right to it. This has been your boy Cass, and I am out. Bye, guys.
Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Whole city getting hype now. Tell them boys to tighten up, tighten up.
Let me hear you say it.
Need